Hello awesome viewers, welcome to AC Studio. In my last 3 videos, I've already reviewed the JoyToy Warhammer Horse Heresy Alpha Legion, Carol Master console, and the Praetor. And in this video, we're gonna look at the Alpha Legion Praetor Terminator Squad. Well, it's not really a squad because I did not realize 1 out of 3 is actually a Praetor. Legion's Praetor. So I definitely have no idea what I'm buying. I did not even look at it before I ordered them. But now I know that only 2 of these are actually the Terminator. But this one, yes, it is in Terminator armor, but he is a Praetor. Doesn't matter. I prefer to get 3 or same looking figures, in the squad rather than just 2, right? I've mentioned that I've already looked at Facebook and some of the YouTube videos and know that there is a size change on the Terminators. So in this video, I'm going to compare the Terminators against the 30k Terminators and see what happened to the size. Whether it has increased in size or whatever. So I don't know yet. I'm going to open them now. These Terminators definitely looks really good. So from what we know already from, reviewing these figures, the painting is amazing. So I have a high expectation. So let's have a quick look at the box and then open them. So the first one is Legion's Praetor in Catapult TI Terminator armor. So that means I have 1 without Terminator armor and 1 with Terminator armor. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. And then we have 2 Terminators. One with the Volkai Charger and the other one is a conversion beam cannon. So overall, typical to all 30k Terminators, they don't really have a lot of accessories. As you can see, they have the exchangeable hands, and this one got 2, and the Praetor also got 2. Nothing more, but that is fine for me. Alright, let's open it then. Looking very big though. Clear base again. Alright, that's how it looks like in the plastic container box. Okay, I instantly fall in love with the Praetor. Alright, let's open the other 2 Terminators. This one is different, it's a landscape orientation in the plastic box. Alright, looking very nice as well. Beautiful. Nice. And then the last one, cannon one. Let's open it. Alright, also comes in landscape orientation. Wow, the beam cannon is interesting. Look at that, so many pipes. Very organic look. Yep, here they are, the Terminators and the Praetor in Terminator armor, right? Looking very nice altogether. Let's quickly go through the accessories first before we look at the details of the figure. So the Praetor itself got a Volkai Charger. The charger detail looking very nice. What I really like is they put the silver highlighting on the raised edges. So the fun part of this looking very nice. You can see under the light, it just looks marvelous. And it got this pipe. Unfortunately, this pipe actually linked to the arm, and I did try to pull this connector off. But if you pull it off, then you need to stick it with super glue or other glue together again. So that means this thing is permanently fixed on it, so you always have to hold the charger right on the hand. So this is the thing I don't really like. You don't have a choice. You always have to hold the charger all times. And once again, the detail looking very nice. You can see the black wash along the silver pipe here, looking beautiful, right? So everything looks great on this charger. On the other hand, it comes with the power sword. Again, I really love this curved style blade, which is a typical feature in the Alpha Legion figures or the weapons. Got this graduation of color change from a darker color to a lighter silver. The gold, unfortunately, does not come with any brown wash on it, so it looks rather plain. But what I really love is the handle. Yes, it doesn't have any black wash along the recess, the lines there, but you see, it got this slight metallic finish on it. Looking beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it's a nice looking blade. It could be painted better in my opinion. It also comes with exchangeable hands. I'm not going to go through them again. And then next one is the Terminator with the Volkai Charger. So Volkai Charger, basically, very similar detail but different kind of painting. So you can see this one comes with more gold color on it, but otherwise very similar in some way. It doesn't come with the pipes that connect to the forearm, but looking very nice already. Yeah, very similar in some way, but not exactly the same detail, which is good. good. So that means JoyToy doesn't just repeat details, right? Same weapon, but different details. It comes with the power axe, and I love this power axe. Look at the look of this power axe. You know, this little curve feature again, which I really like. And look at the sculpting of this Hydra head. My God, looks so nice, isn't it? Look at the other side as well. Beautiful, right? And look at the sculpting of these pipe details, which got this void in between. It just looks so good, so great, isn't it? And the good thing is they put the black wash on the Hydra's head, so that you can see the recessed details really well. The gold, once again, no brown wash on it, but otherwise looking very nice. And I love this handle. Look at the sculpting of this handle. Look at the painting as well. Look at the metallic blue on it. My God, it looks so good. I love this detail. Look at the painting, beautiful, right? So I think if they put a brown wash on the gold, this axe will look perfect to me, right? The beam cannon figure also comes with the same axe, see, exactly the same look. And the beam cannon, when I first looked at it, I thought that they did not put any brown wash on it, but in fact they did not put the brown wash on the pipes only. So the pipe, you can see, looks a little bit dull, just flat gold color on it. But in fact, on this part here, on this cannon part here, right, they actually put the brown wash on it. There are actually brown wash along the edges there, right? So it doesn't look that bad, but how come they don't put brown wash on here, right? Oh, actually they put some brown wash there. So that is a very typical thing I find on JoyToy figures. Sometimes they have brown wash, sometimes they don't have brown wash. But I think one reason is because this is actually soft plastic. This is soft plastic, right? The brown wash can come off easily. I think that's the reason. But this is hard plastic. This is actually part of the molding of this cannon. Why they put the brown wash on it, it won't go anywhere. Alright, so that's the only reason. And if you look at the detail of this cannon, it looks old, but yet looking really great. It looks like a bloody killer weapon, right? Of course, it would be better if they put the highlighting, silver highlighting on the edge, raised edge, but that's okay. The more they do sometimes make it worse, right? So better leave it what it is. You see the detail looking beautiful, isn't it? These pipe details are amazing. They're all over the places. It looks chaotic to me, and I like it. It looks menacing, it looks complicated. If you put the heads out, you can see there are very nice detail in the inside of this halo part. But you never know until you actually pull the head off, right? The Alpha Legion's Terminators, as different to the other, Space Marine Terminators, such as the Imperial Fist one and the Son of Horus, it has amazing details. And look at these details. Absolutely stunning. And what I really love about this figure is this leather straps details. You can see it is, in black and highlight, in lighter white color, and looks pretty realistic as well. Soft plastic piece as well, and they have this little kind of like weight at the bottom. Beautiful. Pauldron has this very nice, sculpt of the Hydra. And the Terminator just have these Hydra skin details with this very nice edging as well. So they both has very unique details. The head sculpt of both Terminators are exactly the same, so you can see there's no differences at all for these two. So they share the same detail, same head. And whereas the Predator has a different sculpt, and it's pretty nice. So you can see the differences between two, and in particular the area around the lens, the eye lens. Yep. Very nice. The chain details are all in green color, very nicely done. Kind of metallic green as well. And you can see the torso as well. Got the emblem here, very nicely detailed. Avengers A. And the legs details, all very nice. The apron doesn't have any highlighting on it as well, but I can see a little bit of a black shadowing on the recess area, but don't know why they have no highlighting, because JoyToy used to do that all the time, but this one doesn't have any. Could be the new painting standard, on the upcoming figures. Look at the back as well. Look at these, overlapping armor details, which I really like. And on the back, you can see the cape. I really like this kind of like sculpting, really nicely done. And the recess shadows, all done there, very nice. A bit of dirt here, but otherwise pretty good. The details here as well, pipe at the back, they're all soft plastic, really well done. The Hydra emblem on the halo part area as well. The metallic paint just looks so good on these figures. Alright, Terminator with the Wokai charger. This chain instead, not in green, it is just in a metallic gunmetal color. But it is very nice as well. The torso, you can see the Hydra skin details, all there, very nice. Avengers in gold. And look at this detail, look how fine this detail really is. Look at that, that's amazing. Yeah, and the details of this as well, look at that. The metallic color looks so good, right? Ever-changing colors, dynamic. Look at that, just shiny under the light. Look at that, amazing. Apron as well, you see, no highlighting on the raised edges, but otherwise all pretty well done. And the back as well, very similar details as the Praetor. You know, all these details are there, so rarely you can see overlapping of paints actually in these figures. So I'm really surprised about that, consider the complicated details. But on smaller details, you know, you can see a bit of overlapping of paints. You can see the blue on the gold. Yep, and a bit of there, but otherwise that's fine. You don't really see that easily. So this is amazing detail. And lastly, the one of the cannon. And basically, if you look at them together, they are exactly the same, except this one got the cannon here, whereas this one's having a different weapon. But otherwise, overall, it is exactly the same. And in terms of articulation, it is actually quite similar to the typical, 30k JoyToy Terminators. And one thing that I'm very impressed is the, pauldron, the shoulder pad design, which it has this little extension there, which got a ball joint here, and also you can actually, move in and out, extend, so you can actually achieve quite a, amazing range of movement like that. Pretty amazing, isn't it? One thing that I do realize is, because this figure is actually quite top heavy, and the ankle, the ball joint here, it's not loose, but the problem is because I think it is quite heavy. But if you just move forward a little bit, look at that, you see, it just fall down. I didn't even touch it. So every time I need to shift back a tiny bit like that so that it can stand. As long as you move forward a tiny bit, it will just fall down like that, yeah? Now let's take a look at the size comparison. As I've already looked at Facebook, some of the YouTube videos, apparently it is, taller than the previous 30k Terminators. So these are all the Terminators that I have on different factions: Ultramarines, Imperial Fist, 16th Legion, and also the Summer Horrors. And for argument's sake, just in case if people are going to say, oh look, this you haven't compared the Praetor against the others, I can tell you straight away, these two are the same height, right? So that is why I'm using this as a comparison, and this guy is the same height, right? Even though it's a Praetor, some people may argue this is supposed to be taller, but this is not, right? Based on whatever I see right now, yeah? So let's take a look versus the Ultramarines. Push the legs together so that, it is more fair in terms of the height reveal. And then you put it together like this, face to face, right? Around the head of the Alpha Legion figure, top of the helmet, exclude the fin, is at the same height of that. The top of the armor or the torso of the Ultramarines figure. Almost like 7 millimeters taller. Definitely more than 5 millimeters, but by the look of it, right? Yeah, so you can see it is actually much taller, and actually the same as Ultramarine, so that's alright. I'll put it aside. 16 Legion, put it together, put a word there as well, roughly. You can see the height differences here as well. So if you look at it like that, you can see it is definitely taller. And I think it will be the same as the Sun Horse figure as well. Actually, Sun Horse figure is not too bad. If you look at it, right, it's actually quite similar. So if I put ruler somewhere around there, to the camera, somewhere around there, it is actually quite similar. Right, surprise, surprise. Alright, let me compare these two. Something's not right. Oh my god, this guy is actually bigger. Oh, now I know. Alright, so now I know the result. And now that caught my interest, so I get the other Sun Horrors Terminator as well. And then put it together like that. And look at that! Oh my god, they're the same height. And surprisingly to me, the top of this helmet, right, is actually taller than that. So, they did not increase the size as per what everybody has been saying, because they have been compared to this, but they don't compare to this, right? So alright, fine. So I found out that this has not been increased in size, because as compared to some horrors, so I can tell you straight away, JoyToy has not increased the size of the Alpha Legion. Wrapping up the video, to me, these figures are probably the best Warhammer 30k figures released by JoyToy to date. I really love the colors, the finishes, the details of all these figures. Every single figures are now my favorite figures, and compared to the previous 30k figures, these figures are definitely one step forward by JoyToy. Now comes to the end of this video. I believe this video verified the size increase claimed by many people, and in fact, based on what I showed you before, JoyToy did not increase the size of the figure at all. Right, I hope you like this video. Please give me a like to support this little channel, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.